Honestly, I'm pretty freaking lost, and I'm found myself in like a canyon almost, and I'm not supposed to be here. My phone's about to die, and I don't know what this is gonna look like getting out.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
I don't think I'll ever get sick of that. Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Do you actually want some help watering the garden, or do you want me to make breakfast?
If you could do breakfast, that would be
Yeah?
fine.
Yogurt granola bowl. On it.
That would be beautiful.
A massive thank you to Mary Ruth's for sponsoring today's video. I've absolutely been loving their women's wellness drops over the last 4 months or so, but they have a variety of vegan, non-GMO, and organic products to choose from. You can click my link down in the description box to get 20% off through Amazon, but I'll tell you a little bit more about Mary Ruth's later. Hello there, my beautiful friends. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I want to start my day with chocolate because while in Europe, I've really been feeling my soft girl era coming out recently. I think it's just because I'm constantly surrounded by so much beauty here that I just want to be like held and like loved and soft like the flowers and like touch everything gently, and I'm just like really so happy and so grateful where I am, and how could I not be with these stunning freaking views, the beautiful gardens, the big pool, like all of the things. And I don't want to sound materialistic when it comes to that, but it's just so gorgeous. And one thing that I've really learned about myself is where I am really does affect my mood. And it's not so much like the specific geographical location, but the beauty around me. I find myself unable to relax in like messy, cluttered, like unkept spaces. I just really appreciate beauty, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We're all so different, and I'm just gonna embrace my humanness on this one, and I'm kind of okay with the fact that I feel more beautiful in my feminine when I am in a beautiful space. And start the day with chocolate. Some for me, some for Scott. Coconut kefir. This stuff is honestly super sweet, and I wouldn't recommend just drinking it as a drink, but it's pretty good just throwing in a little bit of yogurt for some extra probiotics. Sprout Living's vanilla protein. Huh? I'd also like to note that beauty to me does not mean new, expensive. It really just means something that feels comfortable, something that's perfectly imperfect. like a bag of flour wrapped in a plastic bag, and half-eaten old cereal in the cupboard, and things of that nature that just make it feel more human. The character and the love is just like radiating through.
Okay.
Right?
It really just kind of hits you in the face if you step outside and you're like, oh shit.
I know. I know.
Thank you.
We are currently on Mallorca Island, which is a beautiful island off of the east coast of Spain. We have been loving it, you've been loving it, I've been loving it, and we are currently driving about 50 minutes from where we're an hour.
An hour, yeah.
An hour and 15?
Yeah.
An hour and 15 minutes from where we're staying to a place called Benyaresh. Did I say that right?
Nailed it.
Thank you. To do a trail run. This is going to be about a 3-hour adventure. He's going for longer than I am, but mainly just in distance and vert. I'm a little slower, so I'm doing less distance and less vert, but about the same amount of time. The curviness and the smoothness of these roads here on Mallorca Island are very popular amongst cyclists, so if you're a cycler, whoa, then this spot may be for you. It's absolutely gorgeous with the landscape, the green trees, yet the desert feel as well. Or as I newfoundly like to call cyclists, bikealists.
Cyclists!
Bikealists! It just makes more sense, you know? The crappy thing about trying to get footage of stuff is the fact that when you're looking at these insane mountains around you, there's no way that this camera, you looking at this on a computer screen, can fully comprehend how freaking gorgeous this is. Come here. Come here. It is amazing. My heart is lighting up. Is your heart lighting up? Yeah.
Lit right up.
Wow. I have a race in 8 days, and I have been training for it. I'm trying to do my absolute best on this race to prove that I can. So training is in full mode. Today I'm doing 14 kilometers with 1,200 meters
1,400.
1,400
Yeah,
meters.
you're oververting.
The race that I'm doing is 18 kilometers with 1,200 meters of elevation. So I'm doing less distance, but more vert today. And the vertical climbing is definitely my quote unquote weakness, but I'd say
I don't know, you're pretty good at it.
I'm very proud of how far I've come since I started this training, and I still struggle.
No one doesn't struggle going uphill.
This is true.
Anyone tells you they don't is lying.
But at the same time, I feel fitter than ever, and most things just feel so much easier. Like weightlifting now is a breeze in comparison. Uphill training honestly changes you. It changes you.
Yeah.
Well, my friends don't care about everything as long as you got a story to bring. We'll take you along, take you along, take you along to some other places. We drive towards the other horizon, maybe to spend a couple hundred till we run out, till we run out, till we run out.
See you in a few hours.
In a few hours.
Bye.
Bye.
Hola! I am back to tell you about Mary Ruth's, as I said I would. I am doing this to make it a little more entertaining, because I am just a woman sitting on a couch. But this is quite tiring, so I'm just gonna talk. I truly believe in the power of plants to support my body, but I find it very difficult to educate myself on every single plant out there that may or may not be good for me. So when I discovered Mary Ruth, I sent it to my friend Veronica through a text message and asked her to give her stamp of approval if she deemed necessary. She is my smart as hell BFF, Bachelor of Science / fellow herb lover, and when she gives a stamp of approval, it is thoroughly looked through. So that's my way of like approving brands of this nature, and Mary Ruth definitely got her stamp of approval. You may not trust Veronica as much as I trust her, but this is how I say yes to certain things. Like I said, I've absolutely been loving their women's wellness drop. I'm having a really hard time saying women today. Women's wellness drops. The first ingredient is raspberry, so it has a really beautiful fruity flavor to it. I really enjoy putting it in some bubbly waters like Perrier. Another thing that I absolutely love and find that I'm reaching towards when I'm having that like late afternoon lull of a stressful work day, I have been enjoying their Adrenal and Focus blend. This is also really great in some Perrier. They also have a liquid probiotic that I've been enjoying in smoothies over the last few months. It's just easy to throw these things in drinks, Perrier, smoothies, and get a bunch of herbs in a couple droppers in your daily life. If you'd like to try out Mary Ruth, I really highly recommend it. They have amazing products and they're easy to understand labels. Click the link down in my description box to get 20% off through Amazon. Try it out. Just check out their website. You don't have to try out the things that I did, but there's probably something on there for you. Again, a lot of the products are vegan, non-GMO, and organic, and also great for the whole family. So I really hope you enjoy any product you try out for Mary Ruth's. Again, click the link and get 20% off through Amazon. Thanks so much at Mary Ruth's for sponsoring today's video. Okay, so I'm really struggling right now because I have a massive blister on the bottom of my left foot and it's completely open. Like the skin that's supposed to contain the blister was completely ripped off on a previous run, and as soon as I started going uphill, I had some pretty severe pain and I kept pushing for about another kilometer or so, and I took off my shoe and my foot's covered in blood. So I have to go back to the car and get some more band-aids and actually bandage this up properly, because the band-aids that I have on my foot are from last night and I just didn't take the time to change them over before this run, and they're just not sticky anymore and they're flopping all over inside of my shoe, and honestly it's just really painful. And we're back at it, still in pain. Honestly, I'm pretty freaking lost, and I'm found myself in like a canyon almost, and I'm not supposed to be here. My phone's about to die, and I don't know what this is gonna look like getting out. Okay, I gotta conserve battery. I'm finally on a trail again. It's almost 6 o'clock. I don't even know when we left, but it's been freaking hours. I actually ran into, well, I stumbled across a few houses and I was just like at a freaking breaking point, and one of them looked like the door was open. So I just yelled, "Hola," and this woman came out and helped me. She told me where to go. She gave me water and we chatted, and just like, yeah, she told me that her and her husband in the house that I was at run an olive farm and make olive oil and sell it. I'm just so freaking grateful that I ran into somebody that was kind and was willing to help me and give me water. And I think I'm about 35 minutes, maybe slightly less, maybe slightly more, who knows, back to where me and Scott are supposed to meet. I have no idea where he is or how he's feeling or what's going on with him. I just gotta focus on the fact of getting back there. I'm so freaking exhausted. I also found water, a stream, and like splashed my face in it and like just like try to cool off for a bit in the shade by some running water. My gosh, this has been not the adventure I truly wanted, to be honest. I made it.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
No, but seriously guys, that was actually very scary and I was very nervous at many points. Plus with my phone like dying, I feel like I would be a little less scared if it wasn't navigation and communication being just cut off to the outside world, but I'm very grateful. My foot looks disgusting as well, and there's more blood on my sock, so really just survived that one, not gonna lie. I need a meal. This place is really freaking pretty. And poor.
Like the top of the bottom.
I almost just died on a freaking mountain and I feel like I'm the fanciest person ever right now. Beautiful things do make me feel better. Oh yeah. Needed.
Dig in.
I thought it was gonna be crispy.
Oh.
That's why I went in it so
You're
hard.
so aggressive.
Oh wow.
What? Oh. What is it? Cauliflower?
Honestly, I'm not very sure.
Looks good.
Very good. Very hot. This is like a fennel puree. And this is like a pastry wrapped with a bunch of fresh vegetables. Truffle on top. Flaky salt. And I think this is
Balsamic.
the balsamic reduction. Very delicious. Now, tell us what yours is.
A beetroot risotto with vegan cheese and sweet potato crisps and leaves. Also really good.
Very good.
Really good.
Yeah?
So delicious. Have a bite.
Okay. What is on the side? Balsamic as well. Want to try mine?
Sure. I might need that. This is fine dining.
It is fine dining. I think the theme of this video is really that beautiful things do make you feel better. These are candied strawberries with some sort of black candied.
Candied olives, even.
It's like candied olives and strawberries with a rosemary sherbet. It's definitely dessert. And then some like olive crumble. It just tastes like kind of like burnt crumbled cake.
Burnt crumble cake?
That stuff. And then
Put it all together.
all together.
Is there a party in your mouth?
It's meant to be all together, for sure. Oh, that's actually really good. I really got this just because candied olives, so weird. I've never heard of that before. Sometimes you just gotta try stuff out of pure curiosity. That shower was much needed. A supposed 3-hour or so thing turned into a 5-hour thing. And my whole body hurts. I was also rationing my food. So during that whole adventure, I had one date and one sesame seed snack thing. Because I was like, well, what if I'm here for days? What if I don't find anything or anybody? And then I was like trying to ration water, but it was like way too difficult to ration water. And then I found a little stream, but I didn't know if it was drinkable water, but it was running water. So I drank a little bit. And then when I met that woman, she drank that water. So I drank a whole liter in like 2 minutes. It's not even the actual physical activity of what just happened, but just like the emotional drain. Being lost and confused. Scott was waiting down below for me for an hour and 15 minutes.
Word sick.
He was super close to heading back up the trail and trying to find me, but...
Which wouldn't have been a good...
Induction is insane.
Huh?
And it's not like I could move fast with what I was doing. It was really just like sliding down rock beds and jumping over massive rocks and like all of the craziness that brought that really put a strain on my body. And then plus barely eating anything. But hey, I'm here sauteing shiitake mushrooms, throwing vegetable stock in with it, throwing some spinach in. I'm actually gonna throw in a pasta. I should have done the spinach and the pasta opposite, but hey, you live and you learn. This is what it is.
I think shiitake mushrooms, I think they're good.
Shiitake mushrooms are freaking delicious, right?
Oh, really?
They're so good. Throw some clove, chili flakes, garlic powder, salt, black pepper, star anise, it's actually turned out pretty good for a really quick soup.
Has it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
This was exactly what I wanted. Non-alcoholic beer because drinking isn't cool anymore.
No, it's not.
What are the teenagers gonna do?
They're all gonna do psychedelics. Kids are woke. Seriously.
Cheers.
Cheers to an adventure.
Scott's reading the Odyssey to me. Carry on.
Okay. Leaving the waters of the splendid east, the sun leapt up into the firmament to bring light to the immortals and to men who plough the earth and perish. The travelers now came to Pylos, the stately citadel of Neleus, where they found the people on the sea beach sacrificing jet black bulls to Poseidon.